Well, hello. Still doing all the pre-setup. Bear with me. Bear with me. Haha. Unintentional, but I love it. Gotta log into the game still. Oh, how is everyone today? I got some early friends in here. Let's see. It is the stream. Oh, it is good, Planet. It is good. What about you? Let's see. Let me check my OBS stuff. Hold on. I still gotta log in. This way. And this. What's up, Kev? It's kind of fun. Today's like a stream day. It reminds me of like those streamathons because Earphone was in a stream earlier. Or he was streaming. And so I had him on in the background while I was at work. And then he left his stream to go to Blade's stream. And so I just switched over to Blade's first stream. And then I got off of his stream. Well, he stopped his stream. And now I'm streaming. So it's just like boom, boom, boom. Like the whole community's out here streaming today. It's been fun. And it's nice too because like I can just listen to it while I work. I just have it up on like a different computer. All right, let's get to the right screen here. It's going to be easy for me here as it's only 10 a.m. on a Friday. Heck yeah. Oh, New Zealand. Okay. Very good. Currently I have 38 premium tickets. Nice. I don't know that I would tell many people to go for A1s just because of how limited the economy is. That's kind of the crux of it. Is it's not so much that that they're bad or good or whatever. It's that every A1 is potentially a whole nother character. Oh, there's a sound. I had it turned off in game. I'm like, why can't I hear any sound? Also watching voice actors streaming on Twitch as well. Oh, sweet. What's up, Mark? I don't know if I'd be good at voice acting. I don't know that I have any sort of like voice acting range. It'd be kind of cool though. Oh, and we had 2 people join the bear pack. So once I switch over to my other screen, let's see. Hold on, I still got to set this up because it, oh, there it is. I was on my KR account earlier, so I didn't know if I had the right account logged in. So I owe 2 of these. Hopefully they're still here. But we had a Mr. Jared join us as a member. Thank you, Mr. Jared. I still love that. And then we also had Mr. Hagen joining us. I saw as I logged in. So 2 new members. That was a fun one to log into YouTube and see that. 3 dudes on a couch. Nice. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Chris. Quest, what's going on? Mr. Bud. What's up, man? Shark Attack. Sandra. Man, everyone's in here today. About 100 or so pools saved up. Nice. A little hesitant on spending it. So Quest, I actually have a video coming out tomorrow because this is like the weirdest question. But I keep getting it in Discord and on YouTube. And people are asking if they could only pull from Makoto or Cord. Who should they pull for? And so I actually launched that video for members just this afternoon. And then it'll be out for everybody on its normal day, which is tomorrow morning. But I actually talk a bit about that. But short end is Makoto is your only single target damage dealer. And she's the only nuke damage dealer of her quality until what I think Mont Figure Skater, but really until until Violet. God, I'm getting all my names mixed up today because I've been filming and working and everything else. But yeah, so check that video out tomorrow. It'll show both of them. It's tough for me to say skip unless you just don't have the resources, in which case go for Cord. Fantastic Floor Shark. I want to see that. I saw Superman with my littlest one, Saturday or Sunday. And then next Thursday, I'm going with a friend to see Weapons. It's like a I don't know, horror film or whatever you want to call it. What's up, Alex? Black Strife, Itty Bitty. Hello, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan, I love that animation. It's so much fun. That and like the cut and I do. And Tavis, I'm glad you just did that. First of all, thank you, but also because then I can actually show this. It's like my favorite thing. I'm such a nerd. Do you think they'll ever bring Sophia back or into PA 5X? If they do, my guess would be probably after the P3 stuff, because right now they're kind of like, dead into Persona 3 for their collabs. In terms, oh, I definitely want Wolf though. He would be so much fun. In terms of Nuke, unless they make Teddy, true. But Teddy would be the way off, and from now. Mark Delight, welcome. Thank you, my friend. You get the awesome all-out screen. Nobody answers a question I think is important. Does Fox's event shop vanish? Or does Queen's event use the same shop? So Mr. Butt, I've heard both, which is why I haven't really commented definitively one way or the other. So I've been farming mine. I'll show it to you guys. I don't think I've spent stamina directly on the shop. I have spent stamina trying to level characters from like the regular Realm of Repressions, but my shop is now at this point. So I've got everything else. I'm working on Kompaku gems right now because I have run out basically. On my stable, if I show you my characters, I've got a lot of 70/70s. Boomhammer, they've already confirmed they will be doing a P4 collab, so I definitely think it'll happen. They said as much. They haven't said when. I would assume probably now closer to when P4R comes out. But yeah, look, I have everybody down to here 70/70, and then these are the ones I still need to work on eventually. I think my next one is Fleuret, because I want him for the Velvet Trials. Yeah, P3 for Switch. I saw that, and I saw they have Final Fantasy Tactics. What I think of Superman, I absolutely loved it. Now, I am a Superman fanboy. He's my favorite superhero. But it felt comic booky. It felt like it had heart. And as much as I love Henry Cavill and love like him in Superman, honestly, I think David Cornsweet did a perfect job with the script and everything else. And I think the script favored Superman more than Man of Steel did. Been enjoying the videos. I'm glad. Really like the ignore the meta. Man, Mark, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about controversy. I had people, it might be the video where I lost the most subscribers, believe it or not. So a lot of people, what somebody called me tone deaf. Another person told me I don't know what I'm talking about. Also, it's like, I had a lot of good positive comments too. And I'm like, I think you missed the point. My point isn't that there isn't any kind of meta. It's that stop obsessing over it. But yeah, a lot of people actually dislike that video. And you know what? When I made it, I'm like, I know this is going to be divisive. And I didn't make it to be clickbaity and divisive. But it was interesting to me that it had the response it had. Let's see. Yeah, Superman was so good. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but man, if you enjoy superhero movies or just Superman or whatever, go see it. And see it in theaters if you can, because I think just having it on the big screen. Same with Fantastic Four. Like I'm debating going to IMAX for Fantastic Four just to see Galactus in IMAX. I think that'd be so cool. Windbor's your favorite? Nice. Fleury's really good. I have yet to have the materials to level him. Yeah, a Superman who's not boring and a Superman who, brings out that humanity in people. I think that was huge. And I love how they didn't waste time in backstories. Like they had a whole bunch of other characters and they're just like, hey, superheroes are here. The end. Enjoy life. What would my metaverse codename be? I feel like it'd have to be something with a bear at this point. So I think, it would have to be like Big Bear, and I'd have to be like a tank type class. And I'd have a giant, two-handed hammer, but I would use only one hammer for it, or one hand for it. And I'd have a massive shield. I've always been the tank archetype. That's my favorite. I saw dislikes are also higher than usual. Yeah, I don't get too caught up in the dislike. I more find it interesting conceptually than I do get offended by it. But look, I've worked corporate America forever, and I used to work in mental health, and there is literally nothing that somebody could say to me on the internet that could be worse than some of the things I heard working in hospitals. So I don't get too caught up in it. I mean, if anything, it tells me that was a topic to talk about because people had reactions to it, right? They had strong reactions, and they don't have to agree with me. I'm not out there to try to say everyone should think the way I think. Not at all. Thanks, Fulu. Beardo. That would be a good name. Beardo the bear. No, that sounds too close to a different kind of bear that I do not want to be associated with. Octopath Traveler movie could be cool. Not grinding KR. No, nope. This is my global accounts. I basically have switched Jerry to my global permanently. I still have the character account. Next, I was actually in it today to make a video that comes out tomorrow, and I had 40 premium tickets, and I'm like, you know what? Summer Marion just came out today. I'm just gonna YOLO pull. I got her within the 40 tickets, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I just burned all my luck I had from Makoto. Yeah, Octopath Traveler. It's a prequel, and it's you get to make your character and like you're the main character. A medic archetype, nice. Navi Thief. Navi's such a cool class. I should make a Discord. I've thought about it, Mr. Bud. I just haven't had the time to invest into more. That's a big reason. It's part of the reason why I just hang out on Bladesiphers, because a lot of the community that creates content is on his Discord, and so we all chat there as well. Hey, Falcon. I do need to start something, though. I was going to finish the train or get as close to it as I can. So my thought today, I've already done all of the lost and found upgrades, and I finished the last special operations yesterday or day before, or last couple of days, but I'm still a few levels behind. So I think I might be able to auto battle through difficulty 5, and then I can hang and talk. So more navies. Yeah, we get Phoebe soon, very soon. And then Futaba's not drastically further, and if they do any sort of content speed up, she'll be here before you know it. If I do this team, I could just do Dominion. And I think I accidentally had Black Rider instead of White Rider. Yeah. I've done that so many times where I picked the wrong freaking horse dude. Monthly reset happened. Yes, it did. I haven't gone into my shops yet, but I did buy the monthly, what's it called? Premium tickets the other day before monthly went out, because I want to try to get as many characters as I can reasonably for like content for you guys. And so I'm like, well, that's actually a fairly decent deal. So I went and bought that one. Hate me if you will. I know some people hate the fact that I spend money on this game, but now it's reset, and so I'll have to decide in the next month if I want to buy the next one. I haven't gotten that far in life yet. It'll probably largely depend on luck. Might skip Phoebe. I'm skipping Phoebe because she will go standard. I'm still not convinced that they're going to maintain the 6-month delay from a person that is standard staying in standard. I don't know if that means... Oh, let me turn this down. Oh, sorry, that was super loud in my headset. I don't know if that means that they will like rescind their marrying decision. I could see one of a couple things happening. Any news on that calendar you suggested? Yeah, Storm. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, it's what I do on my spare time. I film for that. You know, I try like the firefighter pose, the lumberjack pose, all the things. Hey, what's up, earphone? But, oh, what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought there. Oh, I could see them sticking with it with Minami because they already said it, but then being like, hey, it was a bad decision. We're not going to do that for everybody in the future, blah, 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 blah. Or I could see them rescinding the whole thing. I honestly don't see them sticking to their guns on that because it's like the standard banners don't make, or standard characters don't make sense to hold like that. They really don't. I'll skip all of these. Basically, I'm just looking for the this set right here. They might keep Marion off just to please Sega and give the others. That's kind of what I'm thinking, Fulu. It's a way for them to walk both paths. There's not much they can do not to piss people off with that decision at this point. And so now it's about mitigation, is how I see their strategy playing out. Whatever, I'll take that one. I'm going to sell it anyways. What do we got here? This one. We'll take a freedom. Freedom? Free item? Maybe. Should I go ahead and buy the outfits or save for Makoto? Only if you love the outfits. They don't do anything for the game other than change your appearance. There's no new animations, no new particle effects, nothing. So I would say that only buy them if that's your like you really want to change them into it. Let's see. What's it if you add the weapon hard pity? Oh, you're talking about their gems. If you don't have my tool, there's a free tool I put out there. I don't have the link in front of me, but if you just look through my my videos, there's one that talks about a free gem planning tool. Just go download it. Even if you don't watch the video, although the video will help you use it, just grab the link and that can help you see what you need to save too, for anyone who doesn't have it. What's up, guys? Alex, I am just running the train. I'm trying to get myself to level 100. I've already done all the challenges and now I just want to finish it off. The 1.3 live stream has not been scheduled, at least as of the last hour that I looked. We're expecting it to be Sunday, though. You have 14,000 gems and 44 tickets. That's not a bad start. Cutting it down to 2 months. See, I think that might be the more reasonable approach, is to say, hey, we want to keep the sentiment of holding her back. Because again, they can't just fully reverse it easily without then looking bad. And so maybe they say 6 months was too long, let's make it 2, which I still think is too long personally, but what do, right? They've already kind of gone this direction. 25k gems, nice. That means you can definitely pity. So, yeah, dudes on the couch. I don't know why I love that name so much. Yeah, you definitely have what you need from Makoto if you have 25k, because it's 24 to hard pity. Now, granted, that doesn't count the weapon. Is it worth getting the monthly passes? Yes, they do add up. Yes, if you only want to spend a couple dollars, what is it, like $5 depending on your region? Monthly pass for the gems is the best value in the game, hands down. And I'm saying that because I've done the math. But I would say it's worth it. You don't have Fox, go back and forth. So Mark, the thing with Fox, I'm gonna say is, yeah, if they miss the stream up here, phone, Jesus. Is Fox is good. He's fun if you like counter mechanics. He, other than his own cycles or bosses that are really tailored towards him, he is not necessary. There just isn't content that's really built around him, for one, like in the larger part of the game. And two, he's a lot harder to buff than your other characters because you just don't have a ton of characters like supercharging what he does. And so that's kind of his fundamental flaws. I have him, I love him, but he's also one of my favorite characters from the game. So some of that is just fanboyism. But don't feel pressured into getting him by any means. Yeah, I just like the Marion situation. Ironically, as much as I don't like that situation, my bigger issue is they haven't addressed in what ways they're going to speed up the game and how they're going to adjust the, what's it called, the gems and the leveling materials as a result of that decision. And so my concern is, even as a spender, and I'm not a whale, but I do throw a few bucks in there, and anytime I get super chats, I actually track it and then I put it back into the game, so I make sure that like the investment comes back. But even with that, I don't know that it'll be enough to keep up with their content. So like I want to see more about how they're actually strategically approaching kind of closing the gap on these materials and these gems, because I think that's going to be a big tell. So I'm like, how much I'm going to spend is largely dependent on that decision that they make. Let's see. Man, I am definitely not fast enough for the chat today. Do higher difficulty trains give more train experience? I don't remember, Ethan, but honestly, getting to the 180 cap is super easy. Because it'll go up, I think right now it's 180 if I remember the other server correctly. I think 8 AM when it gets Makoto 4-star weapon unless the 5-star. The 5-star for her is really good. It definitely, you'll notice her damage difference with that one in a fairly significant way, especially if you play her correctly. It's funny because I was talking with the guild today, and I mentioned this in the video tomorrow, but I was trying to showcase her today, and there isn't a guild boss or an SOS boss for Nuke on KR right now, and so I don't have like a good like fight to showcase her in. And every fight I was putting her into, she was doing too much damage for me to showcase her. So it was like, it's a good problem to have. Like I was killing things too quickly with her. And so I think her 5-star weapon is definitely something to look for. But if you're super stressed about gems or you have too few, you'd be better off getting her and cord than her and her weapon and no cord. Yeah, exactly what Earphone is saying. For Fox, it just really isn't content that necessitates him. Oh, I'm at capacity. Right, let me sell some of these things I don't need. I don't need you. Don't need you. Yes, I don't care about that set. Sell that. And sell that. I don't need any of that crap. Because I'm doing the Minami nuke build. Yeah, Falcon, I've thought about those training sets, but they're not bad. Like, what they give you for the training set isn't necessarily bad. It's just not enough to offset me wanting to, you know, spend money on pulls. Those gems are pulls or training materials. I can always farm training materials. I can't farm gems the same way. And so that obviously has an impact on my choice not to buy those. I've bought in one so far, and I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't helped me as much as a pull would. Let's see. How Ice Skater Mont works and would like to explain it. You can switch, so basically you can just switch her element around between ice and wind. She has like an extra button, I'm not sure how to call it. Moth already covered me. I've bought Fox from Companio so many times it feels like you pulled him. Yeah. I switch between him and Yui as far as who I put up for my Companio. Because like right now it's actually both that are needed for the like 3-day guild boss. And so most of the guild is put up whatchamacallit, Fox, and so I switched mine back to Yui for the Companio. The thing is, with what Global is doing right now, you're telling people to get A0 Queen without weapon. Yeah, I think what Earphone is saying, yeah, I think, I don't know, I think if you have the gems, I would still go for Makoto's weapon. But if you're limited on gems, I think that's the right play, is go for the 2 characters. Cord A1 is nice, but she's not a necessary thing. I have her 0-0 on KR, and I do fine with her without having her at A1. Obviously, she's going to be stronger with A1, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessary. Which weapon is better to have, queens or cords? I struggled with that decision on my video that's coming out tomorrow, but I think it's, how would I say this? For account longevity, cord just lasts longer and has more overall impact on your account. And so if you take it from that perspective, then her weapon is more valuable. But then at the other side of the argument is Queen is at her best now until basically more or less when Violet comes out. And so if you want Queen to be her best, strongest version, getting her weapon now gives her the best time. It's the most fun time to play her at her max. I don't think either one is 100% necessary, but I definitely do notice a difference between the 4 and 5 star on Queen. My personal decision, and you do not have to follow me, this isn't me telling you to do it this way. I'm going for Makoto and her weapon, and if I'm limited on gems, I'll go for Cord and get her weapon on a rerun. That's how I'm going to play it for myself, but I also really want to push Queen a bit more, so that plays into it. Is there a difference between damage and attack? Yes. Attack is a flat stat. Damage is like a multiplier. That's probably the simplest way I could say it. Does anyone have a guild you can join? I don't know if our sister guild is full, Mark, but check Bearmageddon. If you don't, if it's not full, I think they have an auto accept at level 40. So your account level has to be 40. Jeff, I definitely want Howler. I'll probably have to skip her for standard since you'll go to standard banner. But A, she's just an awesome debuffer. But I don't have her on KR, and for whatever reason, she's completely eluded me this entire time. Cheapest purchase option I've personally seen is Google Play. But I've not looked at Steam, but people have told me that Steam... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. They're healing themselves. Crap. But Steam is more expensive from what others have told me. But this is the Google store that I'm on. Okay, I made the mistake of forgetting that this is the kill them at the same time. Where am I at? So she's on skill 1. Is it Leon and Navi? Leon's got a great weapon if you're going to use him. When Minami's goes there, I would go for Minami's. I have no idea what they've even done to this boss at this point. Shuns is a really good weapon. Vino's will be a target if you're going for Makoto. because then you can put hers on there. I hate this fight only because auto battle is so dumb on this fight. Currently, there's no way to acquire them without the pass. Oh, the blue coins? Yeah, so those come, you get one on the top, one or two on the top path of the pass, and then the other ones on the bottom path if you pay for the upgraded pass. I need to get this guy's health down. But yeah, those are the only ways I know of to get those blue coins, and it takes 2 battle pass cycles to get to where you can buy a single 5-star weapon. And they're only the standard characters, so you're not able to buy the limited characters in that shop. Beast mode, not yet. Let me do it right after this train run. I think I'm in the second set of the platforms. Thanks for reminding me. I got caught up in all my pre-game shenanigans. Alright, I can't kill him right now. So I need to just wear this one down. Let's do this. Steam is more expensive than Google Play. Okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, I thought that might have been the case. Tarakaja will be useless on Fox because he scales on defense. What do you have for single? Let's do this. So there's 2 passes, Snacky. One is the... it gives you like gems every day. And then there's the battle pass, which is like when you do your dailies, it levels up your battle pass track. And so you can upgrade that for, I think it's like 10 or 11 bucks. And then when you do that, you get a bunch more rewards, like that whole second bottom tier. And then you get the blue salamander coins in that as well. And guys, if I miss your question, I super apologize. Just toss it back in chat. I'm going to try to keep up and do the best I can there. Just updated so you can change limited weapons that have been rerun for 20 coins. Oh, really? I did not notice that. Nice. Your protagonist max level is 80, and then that's like your max account level. I don't know if it's an update later, if it's already there, but then after that you get like plus levels. They call them like S levels. And so it's like every time you level, you get just a couple more stats. So you just kind of keep going up and up and up. And as far as I know, I don't think anyone has capped that yet on any server. So I don't know if there is a cap or they just haven't reached it. Hey, what's up, Longsword? Yeah, I finished the battle pass the other day too. What does Makoto's weapon even do? So it's a big damage buff for one. Let me pull the actual, hold on. Let me switch over so I can grab my thing. Hold on. I hate misquoting things, so I just want to pull it up and give you the actual answer. All right, let me look for Makoto. If I'm not mistaken, that's where she gets her power that makes her switch into Iron Will mode so strong on its first damage round. God, we have a lot of characters. Scrolling through the list, hold on. So her 5-star increases damage, increases attack, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the big part. When an ally inflicts elemental ailments, gain 1 stack of heat energy. When entering Iron Will, which is like her alternate state, use all of your heat energy. Each stack will increase the nuclear damage of the next skill by a bunch of percentages. So without giving you all the percentages. So basically, you're assuming A0, your first turn, you're prepping damage with everyone else. You're getting ailments on with Vino, and then she will use skill 1. And it's just a regular, or not skill 1, skill 3, but it's just like regular. It's just the normal move. Then your turn comes back around. She'll have like a little mask glowing. You click that, that switches her stance. And this is when you use skill 3 again, and it does enormous damage. So that weapon is empowering when you do that. So it's like your next hit. And that's why her turn 2 is her damage turn instead of her turn 3. Because you do skill 1, get a bunch of buffs on her. She switches that, she consumes that heat energy, and then she does massive damage. It's not uncommon to see her hit 500k plus when she does that. Oh my god, this guy is going to heal over there, I bet. I hate this fight on auto so much. Tell me he's not dead enough. Okay, good. I can kill him in this round. Let's see. You got Matai's weapon. Nice. I like how Fox says effortless, avoids pretty much all status ailments. Well, yeah, when you use a skill 3, he is immune to those ailments. So that's what's ultimately causing that. Oh, she's got forget. Sweet. Highest that you've seen it is 80 something. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've heard of it capping on anybody. I'm not sure who would spend enough money to make that happen, but what's up, Billy? All right, Joker, do your job. Can you please kill them both? Am I a member of the Church of Haru? I'm a founder of the Church of Haru. I will be pulling her and her big disciple. Oh my god, he wasn't ready for... Oh. And her disciple, Summer Moko. Now points Accord. Son of a gun. Okay, this stupid fight. There's no way I'm going to one-round it now. This is what happens when I chat and game at the same time. I put things on auto that shouldn't be on auto. Alright, so now let's just go into actual buffing again. As if I just started this round. The problem is the other dude's going to heal now. Next persona that's an upgrade. So you're going to want Dionysus. He's going to be like your big guy. So that happens when you hit level 70, I think. Yeah, because he's a rank 7 persona. But he basically will live on your team after that. Bear was there during the Haru Old Testament. I was. Before she was resurrected with buffs. 170 plus in chat. Jesus, thank you all. Melissa, what's up? I see you for the second time today. She was over on one of the other streams I was in today. This stupid fight. It's going to reset that dude. So I need to just not really put too much damage on this guy either right now. Let the other one heal up, and then I'll come at this. Forgot to ask, is there a rule about not talking about other gacha games? Oh, I don't care. So, Fulu, my big thing is just keep it family friendly because my kids do watch this sometimes, believe it or not. And just don't like talk trash on people. So you can talk about other creators, you can talk about other games. I don't care. Just you know, I'm not trying to put hate out on anybody. Do you suggest Ren A1 or on A2? Probably on A2. Ren A1, the big difference is then you start with skill 3 instead of skill 1. That's really the only big difference there. Haru flop emo for chat. I'd have to figure out how to make that. I'm sure it's not that hard to make. Did he not heal the other dude? Or does this guy actually have like some health left somehow? God, I hate this fight. You can't have 1 health. I want to build up your stacks, which would make more sense to do on the other guy, but that's not going to do it anyways. Drops on your birthday. Very, very nice. Happy birthday then. So I was on earphone stream earlier, and then he switched it over to Bladesifer's. And so then I was on that stream. When I say on their stream, I was just in chat. I wasn't like in the stream. You're stalking streams. Melissa, I did the same thing all day. Don't you worry. Why did I use skill 3 instead of skill 1? Because I wasn't paying attention and not thinking about the fact that he wanted to get his extra stack. There are times you will get an extra stack from doing that, though. You don't always have to do skill 1 to get the stack, because it's when you drop him below 60%. When he drops him below 60%, you'll get stacks as well. Yeah, I was thinking I might just need to retry this stupid battle at this point, because this is annoying me at where it's at. Now, if they would kindly heal him, thank you. Now I can go in on it and hopefully actually kill them both at the same time. Otherwise, I will just restart this fight because it's starting to get annoying to me. Pokemon style Monster Hunter 3. I've played Monster Hunter, the actual like Monster Hunter game. Love it. It's a good series. I wasn't as big into the newest one though. I have it, and I just it didn't grab me like the older ones did. I've not played the more RPG style ones though. Oh god, does he have like no freaking... Yeah, he's like out of SP. Maybe I should give him a try one day. I have so little time for other video games right now. It's like killing me. Okay, so I should be able to take him pretty low but not kill them. Would he... I hope he doesn't kill the other guy. No, he should still have enough health left. Does Vino's weapon drop at the same time as Makoto's banner? It should be. It should be on that same banner as far as I would think. Does anyone know when Akechi comes out? I mean, without knowing how they're going to speed it up, I don't know, but it would probably be something in the realm of like 8 or 9 months. Okay, you can wear this one down a little. Do you think they'll ever make a metaphor crossover? If they're smart, they would. Tell me that wouldn't sell. That would get so much crossover from other parts of the community. Leon's A60, you have to use Justice Berry twice to get an ally at 60% health. I'd have to double check, because I don't remember the multiplier values off the top of my head. I have mine at A6. Rank 16, mine is 17. I do like to prioritize her bond, because she does unlock personas. The thing to know, though, is her last rank up is Dominion with a skill, and so you can't get Dominion until you're level 70. So, like, when you get to level 17, if you don't have that already, it might be worth, if you're not level 70 already, it might be worth switching to somebody else as a priority until that happens. Can I buff some damage? Yes. Do I like horror games? I like watching them. I wouldn't say I play as many of them. I grew up on the original Resident Evils, though, and those are fantastic. I could see them doing Raidu in this game, too. Like, he'd be a cool crossover. Alright, what I need is for Joker to hit these guys hard enough to kill him this round. Which he won't be able to, because he doesn't have any stacks. Crap. Play it safe. They should give it to us next round, I think. You just guard. 60 to go 10 to start Revelations. At 60, my recommendation is just complete your sets. Don't go super hardcore into using all your stamina there. But like I had no sets for An, and so like I went and got her a set. Now it's not a great set of cards, but she has her 4-piece now. Same thing with Ryuji. I had no cards on him until last night or the night before last. And so like I'll go in there and do stuff like that, but I wouldn't get like hardcore into farming cards just yet because your return's not amazing at this point in time. Okay, Joker. Can you kill with this? Please kill with this so I can get out of this stupid stage before it times out. Son of a gun. Did he kill the one and not the other? Oh, at least I have this. This stage is giving me a headache. Thank you. Okay. We recovered that stage. That was the messiest version of that stage I have ever played in my life. I don't care about any of these sets because I'm not going to run any of them right now. Let's get... This is actually good with how many I have. When Arakami comes out, I need him to have Izanagi. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I'd be curious if they actually do that. I like the game. It's your first Persona, but bad management from Sega. I don't understand how big company in general still go for bad management. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, at the end of the day, all of it's going to be at some point profit-driven. But it's hard to say why they made decisions they made. They must have seen some sort of monetary reason to do it, or maybe they thought they were doing the right thing and just are disconnected from their fan base. It's honestly hard to say. Cards are lasting the farm. Yeah, it's just what you, unless you're really pushing for high scores, what you get out of them isn't needed at this level. It helps. It absolutely helps. But I've been like pretty high in the leaderboards this whole time with almost no cards on half my characters. Richie, the Lufel Drive event was part of the other servers too. So it's nothing new and specific for us. So it was just in the content cycle already. So there was no surprise on that. So no, I don't think it was a way to speed up the content or resources for speeding up content. It was just part of what they had already done. They could add. I want the Persona 2 cast. God, I should one day play Persona 1 and 2. I've never actually played either one of those. I think she drops with the next palace. I missed who we're talking about. We're talking to Bathy. So, okay, worst case scenario, if I were to spend on gems. Yeah, Cord. Cord is the first character of 2.0, which would be the next palace. Let's see. If Makoto had Thanatos, that would be sweet. That would be awesome. Personally, I would say you should start farming cards at 80. Yeah, that's... Earphone has the right of it because you can get 2 cards instead of 1 on your golds. Up until then, you can only get 1, and you'll get more purples. Like, it's... The weighting of card distribution is higher towards purples until you get to 70 and 80. If they would re-release characters with their ultimates... See, my thing vary. I don't know if they would re-release characters with their ultimates, or if they would add a new system where it's kind of like, you know, you could give the weapon, the revelation cards, the mental image. Maybe they have like an upgraded, you know, persona slot, and that becomes like the next thing they do. Because think about like if you could somehow like max out a confidant or do something, some system somewhere, and then it unlocks this like super cool, almost like another highlight, like a cooler ultimate. I don't know, something like that. I could see them doing something that's like tied to the character specifically. The games are very dated. Yeah, P1 and P2, I bet. I bet. What's up, Archie? What is the recommended level for third palace? I mean, hopefully it doesn't have any locked, whatchamacallit, like level restrictions, because I don't remember any of that on KR. I feel like maybe I beat that palace at level 70. It's been so long, I don't honestly remember. So the shop stays, Kevin, but they'll switch the bosses to the new boss. So make sure you at least get through stage 25 so you get all the rewards, assuming that you can. But the actual event will switch to that locked boss from Makoto's like platform, if you will. Been enjoying the content? Good, I'm glad. I'm glad you are here. This is what I needed. Thank you. Now... we will be grand. I legitimately care less about all the rest that's in there, because now we have everything we need to just decimate. Don't care. I'm only here for XP. I've already got all the rewards. Don't care. Go up. I know there's faster ways to farm this. I just don't care. I have plenty of coins. I don't care. We can take that one. Plus, we're almost at the end. We'll grab you. Oh, what am I blocking myself with? Stalwart, I want. We can sell that. Let's grab all these. Hold on. So let me get to a place I can auto battle again. Being able to add the regular summon. Yes, she's just a 4-star, Maddie. So she'll go to regular summon. And I can tell everybody, I have maxed every single 4-star in KR. And I think probably everyone who's played any of the other servers for any length of time has as well. You pull so much throughout the course of the game that all your 4 stars is going to be 6 stars. Or level 6 awakening, whatever you want to call it. Don't forget about... yeah, I'm almost done with the train one there, my friend. I will not forget you. Let's just level this stuff up. I'm getting ready to go into the final fight here. Third palace will be in 2.0, at least the first half of it. The third palace is actually basically 2 palaces. So the first half will be 2.0. I'd have to check the content cycles to see when the second half of it is. But it's literally like playing 2 different palaces in terms of like sheer size. I've yet to really farm revelation cards, and the impression with the farm with the character certain elements. No, Sebastian, you actually pick which cards. So like each of the stages is 2 different types of cards, and so you just pick like which ones. Like for example, it's Courage and Strife is one of the sets, and so that would be like On and Ryuji, or flip that, Ryuji and On. Oh, no, sorry, Beast Mode. I was going to finish out the train and then jump into that. Oh, wait a minute. I want this off. I can finish this faster if I actually use her healing. You already pulled Morgana 4 times. You're going to A6 her, my friend. Third palace is as big as 2 palaces. No, I won't give any story spoilers. It's just the big palace. That's all we'll say. I still use Morgana in a lot of different things, Storm. Not on my global, because ironically it's not leveled up here. But there's going to be different content types where you need multiple teams. And so when all that kind of goes down, like having more healers or more sustain isn't a bad thing. He's not ever going to be like the best thing that's ever occurred, but he is plenty usable. And yeah, he has the revive, so he's got that on his highlight, which can be helpful to your point. Is the auto-equip option good on cards? The recommended sets can be. I wouldn't say that it's always, like, the absolute best choice, but in most situations it is. Oh, did they not go down low enough? I thought they were a little bit lower than that. Butthead. Yeah, I have the healing center right now because of exactly what you just said. Trade the A4 Mona. Beast Mode, I know for a fact that in the background you love Riddle. And you know, I'm gonna call out Earphone. I've seen him use Riddle twice now. Just saying. Did you ever get that skill that you want to Norn? I did get that skill. And I also put Rakunda on Yanosik, finally. I stopped being lazy about it. Yeah, SP. I've definitely run out of SP in different places, Storm. Especially in like longer fights, and I won't say where, but there's a specific fight that comes to mind. I'm sure Airphone knows what I'm talking about. And it just has a lot of phases, and you run out of SP constantly. Never take it. It'd be amazing if I actually paid attention to what I do. Let's just do this so I can get the other stack. You'd like Riddle do more damage? Well, I don't think she'd ever be there for damage, but she should be there to give buffs, but she just takes too long to ramp into her buffs. That's her real big flaw, in my opinion. And I just don't think it's as relevant like what she does. What if characters? Like, I would love that. You know what I really want is not a what if Phantom Thief here. I want a Persona game that's all the different adults from the different games, like, actually coming out to help, and somehow they become the Persona users. Like, imagine, like, Persona 6 and, like, the Phantom Thieves, the investigation team, and the Seas, like, all disappear. And then it's like, Sojiro, Takumi, Dojima. Maybe they have to pull in, you know, some other characters. I don't want to say names for spoilers. And, like, it's all the adults. And so now you've got this, like, middle-aged group of people becoming Persona users to free their counterparts. Like, that would be kind of fun. I don't know. You figured out how to do it, Melissa, by copying my guide. See, that's what the guide's for, though. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, these guys are getting low. Does the trade mode ever reset? I don't remember it resetting. It does expand. So you get 2 more groupings of bosses, and then it goes up to level 180. I think they showed it. If they didn't show it in the roadmap, maybe it was Najox on Twitter who was showing it. But somewhere or another, somebody put out there like when they would expect it to be updated. I just don't remember what that date was. Joker as an adult in Persona 6, that would be cool. But I'd rather play as Shojiro. Like, maybe one of his moves can be like throwing coffee at somebody. Unk to the rescue, exactly. Persona 6, my back hurts. Like, that's the theme. Is like, you have to somehow get out of bed without like hurting your neck. Shadow Opera spinoffs, that would be cool. Do you think it's worth wasting coffees to farm the event? I mean, if you get a late start on it, maybe, but what I don't know is if the shop becomes a new shop when Queen comes in a couple days. I wasn't around when this event happened the first time in KR, And so I don't know how they handled the shop. Earfun, I don't know if you do. Do you know how they handle the shop on this event? Like if it's going to completely reset or if they just add to it or nothing at all for that matter? If you just run out of whatever's in there. I hope the rumors of female MC for at least part of the game in P6 are true. I have not really seen rumors on P6. I mean, I've seen like fan suggestions, of course, but like rumors from sources I would trust, not so much. At least concrete enough rumors. I know there's been like generic stuff. I feel like it's gonna be the same. Yeah, see, this thing was so long ago, like none of us can remember, and I wasn't there for it, so I can use that as my excuse. Dude, a Persona 6 in the 80s? I mean, come on, I would take that. Najox said it would be a new shop. Oh, okay. Najox I trust. So if Najox is saying there's a good chance it would be a new shop, then I would trust him. My memory can't remember yesterday, dude. Like, that was only 3 level worth? Ugh, gross. This is why I have to farm it. All right, let me get you in the guild, friend. Oh, dun, dun, dun. What do you think of Rin now? Rin's going to be your best debuffer for quite some time. Definitely worth it. Alright, this is you, isn't it? Beast, confirm that this is you for me, because I'm pretty sure that is. What, did every single person here not see the Persona 6 teaser? Oh yeah, of course, you know. When I was asleep last night, it popped in my head. But the shop doesn't disappear. Yeah, so you could still clear it out then, so that's good. My favorite Atlas game. Oh. I might have to give that to P4G. I almost hit deny. I seriously love that game. I like the story. I like the music. There's so much for me to love about that game. How's our guild doing on this like super short thing anyways? Let's see where we're ranking. I need to push this better. I wish I was level 80 on my characters because then this would be a lot easier, but I'm not happy with the score right now at all. This one is fine. I don't really care as much there. Although I've only done like my super like generic runs. I haven't like tried to optimize these yet. But where do we leave off at? 27th? It's so deceptive because like no one's pushed this and we won't for another day. So we could drop down quickly. What is my mic and camera brand? So I am using the entire Elgato Neo line. So this is the Wave Neo. I've got the their light, whatever the hell it's called. This is the Cam Neo, and then I treated myself and got the Stream Deck Neo, which has like 8 buttons on it. But they're all like entry level. It's not like the top of the line quality, but it's a lot cheaper. So it's like a good mix if you're just trying to break into this. You finally pulled Rin. Don't tell Melissa that you pulled Rin, Mark. She's going to be mad at you. Melissa, are you still missing Rin? Is she still escaping your clutches? Joker new. Oh yeah, someone told me the monthly shops reset. Let's look at that really quick. So what can we get? So first of all, let's grab those. Grab this. I will come back and probably pick these up later because I'm definitely out of freaking materials. I will not buy those. Oh yes, okay. So platinum tickets, obviously. Definitely get those. Nothing there. Companion shop. So there was nothing. I'm going to hold these because I don't know if when Makoto comes out, if her weapon comes in here. Because there's a weapon that comes out with her. That's really good. And so I'll wait and see if I can get a duplicate of that since that's only a couple days away. But then I'll come back and grab these. Let's see. Velvet shop. Yes, please. Still no Rin. Melissa, see, this is why you should be able to borrow like friends units all the time in every mode. Because I would just put her up just for you. It'd be like the Melissa Rin special. Don't talk to you about Rin pulls. Okay, Storm. See, Rin is a touchy one. Your gems will never recover. Oh, God, that tells me you chased. Bearmageddon got 103. Heck yeah, Falcon. Who do you have to hate now? Put your hate on me, Melissa, because you saw me pull her. You can put it on me. Just blame Sega. Isn't that what everyone else is doing right now? Fell the top 100. Yeah, top 100 gets harder and harder as more whales develop their accounts. Makoto weapon. Oh, it does not come out there. Dude, Earphone, you are the man. So then this is the shop. Yeah, so then I can get these. And, oh, do they not put any more? They don't have roses in here? That's weak. I'll just focus on these once I can. I don't, so they haven't said the date. They've teased her on Twitter, Bronchi, but I don't know, like there's been no official, it's that date. But the reason we've been saying that is because that's when her event actually starts, and it would be really weird to run her event without her. If you use the 300 selected, then you must have been pulling with gems, which is why I could see why your gems have not recovered, to your point. Yeah, Fulu, same thing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. I switched out Wind SP with S Marion and got 300 million score increase. Jesus. God, this is how the damage goes on the current server, guys. 1.1 billion on a guild boss. So I have a lot of platinum tickets, and I've always been transparent about this. So it's because I have spent some money. So yes, I have 50 tickets. Yes, I have a bunch of gems. Yes, I have some paid gems. That is all because of the shop. So when the event characters come out, so I buy the version 1. So like you can see how he's like set 2. I bought the version 1, and whatever the weapon one was, version 1. So it's like $7 or $8, and it's like, I forget, like $12 maybe. And then for last month, I bought the monthly platinum set and the monthly Miller coin set. So I did get those. I do get the reward card, so this thing right here, and I do get the upgraded battle pass. So those are things that I just buy with my money, you know, whatever. And then some people have given super chats in like the different streams or whatever. And so I have a tracker, and anytime someone gives me a super chat, I spend that in the shop here. So I have a better chance of pulling characters to then build and do content on for you. So it's kind of like my own personal rule, if you will. If I get something from the stream, then that goes right back into the game. So the reason I have what I have is largely because of you guys, frankly. And then I've spent a little bit of my own money. So, and again, I'm very transparent about my spending. I don't want you guys thinking I'm like, oh, I'm free to play and you know, this is what a free to play can do. Like my KR account is free to play. My global account is not free to play. So hopefully that clarifies that for you. I might still yell at you. Storm, are you talking to me? You can yell at me, friend. Go ahead. You need to finish the, oh, you're talking to Melissa to finish the palaces? I'll do it at your own pace, Melissa. Might hit 60 this week. Sebastian, are you asking how much I spent in total or how much to somebody else? Of my own money, personally, probably about, what is that, like 50, maybe $60? I'm head mathing it. It's probably around there, around 50 or $60 I've spent of my own personal money. The rest has been from the streams. My Ghost Reach Wonderland. Oh, let's get another train started. Oh, wait, no. Let's go back and make sure I didn't get everything from here for the monthlies. Velvet Shop. Okay, good there. So I need to get these. Need to level my skills. Oh, and these monthlies are back. Okay. I've been working it down on the purchase limiteds. I don't feel like thinking about these right now. I'll come back to that. And nothing there. But I do need to go in my thieves then. You want your gold tickets so you can go crazy, friend? I love the fact that you get gold tickets. Like, I love being able to just, like, randomly pull. And I usually save them for streams now. And I just, whenever I do, like, a pull stream, I just throw in whatever, you know, sets of 10 gold cards I can give. Just to see if I can get, like, something else random. You're the opposite, you spend on KR. My thing is I was too lazy to figure out how to spend on KR. So it's not that I was against spending on KR, but I also, and this is why in my videos you see so many of my teams unoptimized, I treat my KR account a lot like a beta. And so I test things. I'm like, well, what if I put this card on this person? Or what if I try this over here? Or what if I build this character instead? And so like my KR account is A, free to play, and B, it's suboptimal because of the way I'm playing it. And I have a lot of fun messing around that way. Whereas my global account is like my serious account. So this is where I am going to try to get better cars. I am going to try to get the right stats. I am going to try more on scores, all that good stuff. I'm going to be a little bit more optimal. And B, obviously I've spent money. We just had that whole conversation. Can you show us which pronosas do I have, guys? Which personas do I put in each team? As of right now, yes, I can. So let's see. What's a good time to level up every character to get the rewards? I think if you're going through like a pull drought, like if you're like, I'm not going to pull the next 2 to 3 characters, that's a good time to catch up a couple other ones. The material crunch from 60 to 70 is hard, and then 70 to 80 is extreme. And so you run into a lot of situations where you want to level someone. It's like, oh, I can get to 72, not 80. Like you press the button, it's like, oh, I can get 3 levels. And so you're going to dry up on those. And the other thing too is, and this is with me spending, keep in mind, if I were to look at my, who's someone I can hand so I can show it to you. My Kompaku gems, I only have 100,000 right now. Those things are like, those become your biggest bottleneck. And so I have 70-70'd everyone from Lufel all the way down to here. And I'm getting relatively close. That's not like a tomorrow thing, but to level 70 Wonder. And then I have to go through the hardest push to get these. So focus down like your big AoE DPS, your big single target DPS, and then start thinking about, okay, who's my good supports to go with them, and really kind of make a priority system. And then when you're in a gap of content, that's when you kind of start thinking, okay, now's a good time to get Fleuret. Now's a good time to get Monts, you know, whatever it is that you want to level. In terms of my personas, so team-wise, let me see. Yeah, Storm, exactly. When you have the resources to not worry about it. What do you prefer, guild bosses that can fall down so you can beat on them, or will they keep attacking until it ends? I don't really have a preference there. I'm good either way. I'm trying to make a spreadsheet for the game versions, but didn't know the order banner release. So Archie, if you go to the global worldwide, you can just grab, there's like a resource that shows the banners. So that spreadsheet actually already exists. Save yourself some headache. And anytime I'm referring to banners, it's because I've looked at that spreadsheet 1,000 times. Alice is my game plan. Yeah, Alice is fantastic. So personas I run a lot. So not black. I keep picking the wrong dude. White Rider is kind of like in my Joker team. Cert is like in my fire team. Let's see. Kuko Mutant, whatever. This guy is my like crit buffer. This is my like lead off character. So he leads you off with attack and crit. And then I've got both versions of crit on him. So he's in like every team. Janosik makes an appearance almost everywhere. Norn, super good persona. If you need a little bit of extra defense or you run the Yusuke team, this is a good persona for you. White Rider, like I said, this is for Joker. I'm missing, oh, Norn. Not Norn. Where's Mithras? Mithras is for my, how am I not seeing him? Let's go level. Am I just, oh, there it is. This is for my Yusuke team. And then Yerlunger is for my Yui team. So those are kind of like my main personas. And then like Kukomoten's basically everywhere. Janosek can be slotted into any team. Norn's there for survivability if I need it, or for my Yusuke team. But that's basically the main personas I'm running right now, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into another train, then I'll catch up on some chat here. Your Moko and your Taiwan is still level 50. Yeah, she's terrible. You know, I'm going to go down to difficulty 4 just for the sake of making this faster runs that I can auto through. And let's go with the Fox team. Why not? Because he will stomp all over this. Crit, boom. Let's go with an ice persona in here. I like Toilet Boy because I think he's funny. So he's going on there. Nuke damage. If you are pulling Makoto, then once you have enough guild coins, get, was it Bisha Moten, however you say his name, from the Persona shop. The super high ones that you have to do. Sebastian, I beat level 25 Devesha with Rigi as well. So he is a good pick there. Yes, Merciful. Just give me all the Merciful sets. And then I could care less what else I get in here. Oh, you have... Moth, thank you if you have that link. I just don't have it in front of me at the moment to do anything with it. Extra bonus for using 3 of the same elements. I'm not sure in what realm you're referring to. I can't believe your Ki is more survivable than your On. Ki is like kind of like what's his face, Leo to me. Like that dude falls over. I don't care. None of this is gonna matter because I'm gonna be over leveled for all this. Lufel's better for On. Yeah, Lufel he's gonna synergize really well with that team. Don't care. I should be able to steamroll this content at this point. Side DPS. Your first side DPS, is it your only side DPS? Will be Haru in the not so distant future. Yeah, Ryuji bet I haven't leveled him up. Yeah, and he's a character that kind of takes a little bit of you have to pay attention to him, the way that you run him. I would totally get King Frost if I wasn't getting Bisha Mountain for Queen. At least I don't have an A3 Riddle, or someone does. I only have a base level Riddle, thankfully, so far. Yeah, Doctor, I've got all the achievements, whatever you want to call them. So now I'm just running it to get to the level 100 and just be done with it until the update. You haven't pulled Riddle at all? You should tell Beast Mode how to get that luck. Would Ryuji A1 be worth more than A3? You're going to want to try to get on to A6, honestly. I like Ryuji A1, but you're just going to find more content for On than Ryuji at the end of the day. Get Ryuji on the first 17 pulls on Joker. See, eventually, Melissa, you're going to have like 17 banners in a row where you just do like 20 pulls and you've got everything you want. Are you satisfied, Bear, of pulling hard on Queen? God, we got to watch that phrasing there, Showtime. I'm just teasing. Yeah, you should be, man. I would actually love to watch you do your pulls. You have to hit me up in Discord so I can we'll chat on the side. Oh, ouch, Mark. Lost your 50-50 for Joker to Ryuji. Am I planning to A6 a specific limited character? No, I don't have that kind of coin. I mean, to me, that's 7 different characters if you want to A6 one character. So I would rather spread that out. If I had $1,000 per banner to spend, I would think differently. But I'm not living that life at the moment. Speaking of Haru, I remembered a lot of people came and asked me why you need S-Moku for a Haru team. I mean, the short end of that, I'm not sure if you already answered this below, but it's to get her to hit her EHR, which, what do they call that in global? Because that's effective hit rate. I think they call it ailment accuracy on this version of the game. Because Haru, basically, easiest way to describe it is she'll do more damage by hitting thresholds of EHR. Am I doing a Makoto pull stream? I am. I just don't know when her exact date is yet. And so I'm waiting for them to announce it, and I'm going to schedule a stream for whatever that day is. I just don't know what day it's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be Monday, in which case it'll be like this time frame, like after work. No, I don't want that. This could be nice. Who am I running? I'm running a Yusuke team. Screw that guy. We'll just go with this guy again. Going for a few copies of Vino. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Vino is you just need to get one copy of her while you're pulling for Queen. And then she'll go to standard banner and she'll A6 herself eventually. So don't stress about it too much, but you honestly do not want to run Queen without having Vino. It just, she kind of needs her. Not even kind of, like she flat out needs her. I would say it's that important. From your lips, Bear, I'd like that a lot. Let's see. Got to finish Lufel plan to get A6. My Lufel plan is mostly stalled at the moment because of just not having the right levels. I've been using Mona Metro since he can follow up. Yeah, that's kind of nice. If I had the money, I'd A6, R6, Haru. That would be a fun one. I don't really need that. I don't really like any of those. Let's see. So I'm trying to keep up with chat, but I got almost 200 people in chat, so it gets harder to look at the screen and look at chat at the same time. So if I miss any one of your comments or questions that you want me to see, feel free to tag me and or feel free to just put it out there again, because I'm going to miss a couple, I'm sure. No greater love hath a man for brother or sister than to sit down and eat ramen with them. Soy 613. You know what? Absolutely. Doctor, if you ever get out here, you know I can take you to that ramen shop I talk about. Redeal. Give me, yes. I've got the 4-piece. Now I don't even care what happens, because it's just all win from here. 50-80 guarantee unlimited right now. I mean, Bronchi, nothing's guaranteed in Gachas, but if you're that close, like let's just say that you threw that onto Makoto and you got hurt on the first 10 pull and you didn't get Vino, chances are, like within your next, couple of 10s, oh, these freaking guys again. I should have known I was going to this platform. But within the next 10 pull or so, you should be able to get a Vino and lock her in. Like, that won't be hard. The hard part's getting Makoto. The only 4-star you should care about on Queen's Banner is going to be Vino. Because you should only really be pulling on Queen's Banner for Queen, and she needs Vino. Aegis P5X would be fantastic. I'd never use Puppet Skill 2, to be honest. I know it has its uses, it's just with limited resources, that's just one of the things I never build up. They better not take 6 months to put Vino. God, if they were to wait that long for a freaking 4-star, oh man, to me, that would feel so petty. Like, we want to value people who spent money getting a 4-star. Like, no. Don't do that. Don't worry. I take it very personally when you missed my message. What if I told you I skipped your message? No, I'm just playing. I would never do that to you. Is Vino really that good? So here's how good Vino is, Stormtrooper. Let me contextualize this, though. So she is a great debuffer because she puts on the elemental debuffs. And there are teams where she's still valuable in today's version of the game, so in other servers. And not that she's always the best slot in this situation, but when you see my video tomorrow, if you didn't watch already since you remember, then you'll see me using her with Cord and Violet. And this is a team that I didn't optimize and still did over 800,000 in a single hit with Violet on an unoptimized run. So, you know, could you like throw in a what's the dog girl's name? Howler? Sure. You know, there's other places you can put her, but she still has reasons to be used today. So yes, I mean, from that perspective, as a 4-star, she's one of the best 4-stars in the game, hands down. I should have enough to kill them. If you got Makoto and no Vino, you would pull again. Honestly, I would. I will not leave that banner without both of them. Yeah, the 6-month thing is super, super dumb. Alright, you all had better kill them. Or I'm going to be super mad. You need to just do a hit here. Oh, I forgot which personas they even put on. Oh, this is not the best. Who is Vino in the real world? I don't know if we've met her in the real world yet. I want to say, well, I don't want to give story spoilers. I know who she is. I don't want to give story spoiler. Put it simply, Vino skill 1 decrease defense. Max her skill 3 makes enemy take more damage. Yeah. And she's my favorite old lady. So there's that. Does Howler take over for Key? Yeah. Thank you for freaking hitting the right one. I love Vino. She's one of my favorite characters in this game, period. Full stop. Winning tickets. Yeah, why not? Who do we have? Let's go with this one again. You'll be able to meet her when she's added. Yeah, it's I try very hard not to give story spoilers, and I got to remember that that also means confidants. Yeah, her design is cool. Let's make that go up. Don't tempt fate with a Vino Makoto thing. You know what? I just screwed myself. I screwed myself for 2 reasons. One, because of everything I just said. So I'm going to go to like 160 just to get Vino watch. And then 2, because I messed around today and got Summer Marion on my care account within 40 pulls. Just because I was like, I have tickets. I'm just going to do it for the hell of it because I felt like pulling on something. Trading, sure. We'll take that. We'll go here. Female version of Big Boss. That's a good connection. Yeah. I don't care. I just want to get through the run. Yeah. Get Makoto on first pull and then spend the rest of it just going for Vino. I think I would cry. I would cry on stream, not on screen. I don't want anything. I just want to get to the end. I don't need anything for this boss. All right, Fox, take me home. Wow, that sounds wrong. Phrasing. Bear summoning stream over in 16 minutes. Yeah, and then you get the bear building for a half an hour stream to follow. Wow, you like using up all that luck. Melissa, I hope not. I hope not. You would pay to see that? Fulu, how much would you pay? Because I can tell you how much an 80 pull costs. I'm just really happy that I got her plus her weapon plus win summer fit and 5 earphone, man. That is a hell of a pull. 5k gems? You used your luck, dude. You will give me pity money if that happens. You wouldn't have to, my friend, but yeah, it's funny. I want female Wonder and female version. Dude, I legit thought Wonder was a girl. And I was good with it. Like, I have no problem with, like, you know, whatever gender they want to make a main character. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me the least bit. But tell me, like, that Wonder doesn't look completely femme. Like, I swear to God, I thought it was a female. And it doesn't help that the translator flips genders, by the way, in KR. Like, a lot of the genders, it'll say him instead of her or her instead of him. So for the longest time, I'm just like, oh, that's a girl. Cool. When you do quick exploration, do you still get the coins from breakable objects? You know, I don't actually know. I don't know if there's a good way to test that because you don't always get breakable objects. I guess if you see a weird number like 44, that would tell you because I want to say it's always like it ends in a 0 on the platforms. You saw me crying in ears chat about being 909k in SOS. Wait, Mel, have you not finished? Did you get another run in to bump that up? Because yeah, you're only 100k off. Like, you can get that. You can get that. I wish there was a way I could observe your team. Oh, wait. Are we friends in game? Because I wonder if I can look at your friend. Oh, but that won't tell me your cards. So I could look at your friend roster if we were. By the way, people, I cleared out some friend space today. I've got like maybe 6 or 7 friend spots open. So if you want, my ID is obviously on the screen there. Shoot me a friend request. Is my camera bugging out again? It was doing this the other day. I just looked over and noticed that I'm like lagging. So I'm gonna do a little dance here. Ooh, let me reset my camera. Hold on. Did I die? How did I die on that battle? That was... Dude, I only ever die when I'm not paying attention. Okay, hold on. I don't know how in the world I died on that. We are friends in game, yes. I can't. I'm you in game though. Wait, it says I'm a minor? Oh, that's right. Okay, I need to go to my options and see if there's a way to like tell it that I'm clearly not a minor. Like, oh, you know what? I wonder. Could it have something to do with the Google account I'm connected to? But that wouldn't make sense because I'm not a minor in Google either. Like, I'm obviously, you know, 12. Okay, let me pay attention here and find out why in the world I died on like the safest team possible. I legit don't understand how I could have died in that fight. That shows you how little I was actually paying attention to my screen. Am I buying everything from the museum shop? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Rip Bear, yeah. I'm working so hard, won't be able to add you. Oh, as a friend, Jeff? I clear out that friend list like every like week or so though, so don't worry. Like there will be another spot. The minor thing is a bug. Okay. I don't know. I legitimately don't know how that could like classify me as a minor. You got both versions of Marion in the same day. Too bad you can't use like repeats on the same team though. You could, I mean, if you had the 2 of them in the same team, you would just never die. Send me a friend request. Yeah, I'll jump in the friend request here after this run. I lose when I run out of turns. Okay, what levels, like what level are you, like your characters, Melissa? And then what level or stage difficulty you're fighting on? Because you might back down a stage and then, whatchamacallit, get a higher score for being lower if you're talking about guild bosses or if you're talking about like the painting. I missed the context of what you run out of turns on. Bearchan. Showtime Doctor's a friend of mine, so he gets to make fun of me. See, now I'm like half paying attention. I'm still not like focused on anything like a rotation, but hopefully I'm paying enough attention to not just get however killed I got killed before. I mean, that's a good problem to have. Let's see. Marion's a godsend? Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't, yeah, I didn't watch you do the polls, earphone. And like half the streams, like I just have it on because like my work computer's right here. And so like this computer's on my side when I'm working. And so like I'll watch people's streams or videos like in the background almost as white noise, I guess you could say. Partially just as a way to like support like other people in the community. To get them like some extra views or, you know, whatever. I was gonna drop you some gift subs, earphone, or a super chat the other day, but I didn't realize you weren't monetized yet. So give me a shout when you get monetized. Says you're 3% on Advaka. Nice, Genso. Oh, how you lose when you weren't dead on the train. Yeah. Too bad there wasn't a way to keep going, but it like maybe penalizes your XP or your score or something. Like that would be cool. So then you can like still get through it. Do the future selector banners work like the weapon banner? Do you select your main pick and 2 other units? The banner, the weapon banner is always the same. Like it's the function of the weapon banner doesn't ever change. Now that you're under peak pressure from the children, how long until you get to the 1,000,000 subs? Yeah, did you all see my community post? My son is so cute. And I've told this story on stream before, so I won't cover the whole thing. But I I got into YouTube. What tipped me over the edge, because I've wanted to do it since YouTube came out like 20 years ago, is my youngest son, and he was, I want to say 7 at the time, was like, let's go do a YouTube channel for Minecraft. And so if you look at my earliest videos, it's me and him playing Minecraft together. And so he came downstairs, it was I think yesterday or maybe the day before, and like whatever like YouTube analytics was up, and he's like, "Oh, you have 6,000 subs," and I'm like, "Yeah," I'm just not really thinking much about the conversation. And he's like, "Oh, what's your next goal?" I'm like, "Oh, 10K would be cool." He's like, "Oh, so you doing?" He loves math. He's like, "So then you're gonna go up by increments of 5K every time." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good way to do it. 5, 10, 15, whatever." And he's like, "Are you gonna get 1,000,000 subs?" And I'm like, I don't think so, buddy. I'm like, Gacha space is not like a 1,000,000 sub kind of thing. Like, this isn't Mr. Beast territory. And I forget I put it in the community post. I forget his exact words, but it was something to the effect of, if you keep at it and work hard, you'll get there. I believe in you. And I'm like, dude, it's like the kindest little kid. Like, I love my kids. So yeah, I need everyone to not only subscribe, but everyone has to go find 100,000 people to subscribe as well. That's your homework tonight. Subscribe to the channel and find 100,000 other people so that Baby Bear can see me at 1,000,000 subscribers. Okay. What software do you use to record? I use OBS, and then I edit with the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Oh, I didn't. I just got to max churn. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I legitimately wasn't looking at my screen that whole time. I was looking at the chat the whole time, which is why I like always kind of side eye. Maybe I should change like the way my camera positions, but you're willing to drop a super chat to Ear? Yeah, he's the boss guy, Goat. Guys, if you don't know who Earphone is, you see him in chat. So he puts out content on like how to do the best rotations for guild bosses. I would say I know the game fairly well. But if you were to compare me to Earphone understands like exactly what turn to do, like Raccoon, what turn do you put your crit on? When do you delay something that seems like a damage round? Like, he knows the best, and then he sits there and correct me if I'm wrong, Earphone, but I'm pretty sure like you literally write down and like test out different rotations to get the highest scores. And so the level of work that he does for guild bosses specifically is insane, like insane in a good way. And he puts out videos for it. So if you ever want to know like the best rotations, like go to his channel, sub to his content. I pop over there as much as I, reasonably can as well. Yeah, you've never been in the metro. So Reggie, here's the thing: is if you ever go to the T in Boston, I lived out of Boston for a while, or to like the subway in New York or anything like that. There's usually a boss you have to fight. Like, you got to be careful. They tend to be physical, so just know that you can counter physical. But yes, there are bosses in the subways in some of our cities. It speeds up the more subs you have. No, like it really does. Like it's crazy. Like I never thought I'd even hit 5K subs. So every sub is a mind blow to me. Like it's so cool. Where's the friends list? I was gonna add some friends. Okay, friends requests. Here we go. How many do I have? All right, 90. I've got 8 spots. Do I have anybody who is more than a week since the last time they played? That's pretty much my cutoff. If I see someone hasn't logged in for a week, then I drop them off the friends list. So sorry, some people might be on vacation and you lose your spot. I just like to try to keep up with the community. So first 8. And I'm full again. All right, so I'll clear this out again in a few days, guys. Don't worry. You were asking about the rerun banners. Yeah, so rerun banners, it's the same thing. So they'll just go in here and like when you look at like the contracts, there'll just be a banner for whoever that rerun is. So like let's say they reran Joker, you just have another weapon for Joker like right here, and it would be the same thing as like one of these. Best way to gain more subs is to branch out from just gachas to stream. Why not stream through mainline SMT games? So Storm, it's a good question. Actually, when I was camping a few weeks ago, I was thinking about if I should start doing other kinds of streams. So maybe not make direct content as much. Like I will probably do some content for P4G because again, I just absolutely love that game. And like P6, like so stuff that's still Persona, I might just branch into that as well, just because it's kind of the natural stepping over from this. But you know, I would love to do streams on like Final Fantasy Tactics when it comes out, or I like cozy games, so I play a lot of Fantasy Life, and you know, just doing like maybe just a chill stream on something like that where I just bring over the Nintendo Switch. We hang out, we chat, we talk. Because games like that, like I don't have to focus too much on when I'm chatting with you guys. And I could care less if like you come to that stream and ask me a Persona question, cool. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, this is the Fantasy Life stream, don't talk to me. Like that's like I'm not like that. So like I may do something like that where I have a stream, you know, maybe once a week where it's like that kind of a game. Oh nice, you subbed to Earphone. When my video called you out, yes, I wanted to get some people over to Earphone's channel from that video, so I'm glad that got you over there. Earphone man, I'm telling you, friend, have some confidence. Like I understand conceptually what it takes to really do the math and understand like perfect rotations, but you put that into practice. Like you actually test it, you go through it, and then you share it. And that's a big thing is a lot of people know it but don't share it. You share it. That's huge. So no, give yourself confidence. I think you're fantastic. Other people think you're fantastic. The Subway Slammer is going to find y'all. Yeah. I guarantee the Subway Slammer is in New York right now. He's in the subway system. You know what? For this one, let's go with a Yui team. But for the sake of what we're doing, I am going to swap this into Minami so I can nuke bomb as always. I don't care. It can be that group. Doesn't matter. Getting started like packed on sardines. Oh my god. So you guys want to hear, I don't know if you'll think it's funny. I think it's funny. A Subway story about me and my brother and my friend in college. So I was out of state and I went home to Massachusetts. So I've got family that still lives like all across Massachusetts. And this is college age bear. And so I'm young. I was actually, y'all can make fun of me for this. In college, I did not have a beard, but I had hair. And this was early 2000s. And so it was spiky with like a clean fade, and it was frosted tips. And one of my jobs, I kid you not, back at that time, is I did a small stint as a runway model for Structure, which is now Express Men. And I did a couple catalogs for a company back in Massachusetts. And so here is basically the NSYNC version or the Backstreet Boy version of Bear. Early 2000s. My best friend is very much of the same ilk. Matter of fact, he did a runway with me. And then my brother, who is a taller, skinnier version of me with more hair. So the three of us go to Boston. Okay. We're hanging with my dad. My dad looks like me now. Like him and I are like twinsies. And I'm very familiar with Boston. Like that's my city. Like that's my town. Like that's my home. And so I'm used to getting in and on and off the tee and just, I know where to go. My brother and my friend are not. My friend, he knows to stay with me. And so we're having to do a transfer and we get off the train and it's packed, right? So it's sardines like someone was saying. And me, my friend, my father, we get off the train thinking nothing of life. We turn around. There's my brother. Bye. See you later. He never got off the train. He didn't do the platform switch. And so he doesn't know anything about Boston. He's going down to the next part of the station, so the next rail stop, and doesn't realize there's a whole transfer there, and you have to switch lines to go to the part of the city we're going to. And we're just like, what do we do? Like, I mean, my brother was probably like maybe 23-ish at the time, maybe 22, and he's just gone. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And so thankfully, like we waited a couple cycles and thankfully he was smart enough to like come back and we just stayed there. But yeah, we just totally like, we're gone. Like, so yeah, young me, young friends, younger father, my older brother just doesn't know to get off the train. Like, so yeah, that's the kind of dumb stuff that happened in Boston with my brother and I. What's the name of the secondary guild? It is Bearmageddon. Baking with Bear. You know what? I've got a Green Lantern. What do they call it? Apron. You know what? Where is Storm? Storm, I'll put that in the calendar. I'll wear the Green Lantern baking apron. I'll throw that on. Maybe we'll put that under May. Be like a little springtime effect. What's the name? Oh, you can't join until tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to ask Lunik if there's even spots left, Mark. But I know he had it set up to auto accept after level 40. We believe in Earphone. Everyone should believe in Earphone. He is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Blow up his channel. Any Final Fantasy content. I am a massive Final Fantasy nerd. I love Final Fantasy. I would gladly stream Final Fantasy any day of the week. I wish I still played Final Fantasy 14, but I'm not going to lie, like the newest expansion just did not interest me. And I played from before Realm Reborn. Like I played it when it was like the older version that they had to remake for like Yoshi P when he kind of like saved the franchise or the game. Bear with hair, inconceivable. It's a weird look. It's not what you'd expect. But yeah, I mean, just basically pull up any picture of like anything boy band related in the 2000s. And that was effectively the look, especially if you want to do anything like modeling wise. You're not allowed to share my pictures from 20 years ago, Doc. I forbid you. The Justin Timberlake of it all. Yeah. Had washboard abs? I did. I was very, very fit. I'm still a biker. Although I'm thinking about selling my motorcycle. If you leave the guild, will you still get your rewards? I don't know, Melissa. Honestly, I've never tested it. Bear is a model. Not anymore. This is, well, I've been out of high school for 25 years. So this is a hot minute ago. But yeah, I actually, my first modeling gig was my senior year of high school. I modeled for a clothing company for a, it was like a harbor company that also had a clothing line. And so it was actually really cool because this photo shoot, me and two other people went out on a sailboat and we basically had to look like we were operating the sailboat, but we were in like short sailing shorts because back then, like you had like short sailing shorts because whatever, hoochie daddy season. And then we would either have no shirt or we'd have like think of like a traditional East Coast Dawson's Creek kind of a thing, like an open shirt. And that was legitimately what this catalog is. My dad's got a copy of it sitting at home somewhere. Yeah, no, Storm, you're actually a lot closer than you think you are on that calendar. I've never technically been in a calendar, but I've done runway and I've done catalogs. No smartphone life was tough. You know what? It's probably good because that means none of this stuff is on smartphones. There's probably like bad photos of me in like Polaroids maybe somewhere. Calendar might be possible. You know what? If I ever did something like that, I would do it for charity. Like you guys told me that Markiplier did that. It would have to be for like a charity thing. Like that'd be the only way I would do something like that. Oh, Winter, thanks for answering that question. So you don't get the Campagno reward. You get those. Okay, well, thankfully the Campagno reward is like nothing. I put the best visuals in your head. There you go. Yeah, we were talking in Discord. Yeah, so I hang out in Bladesifer's Discord. If anyone has a link, feel free to drop it. But the Bear Apocalypse Guild is in there. And also the way that I source people for the guild, like if some like a couple of people have left the guild, is if I know you and you've been, not know you personally, but like if you've been active in that chat, that's how I look to pull people up. That, and if they're not there, then I just pull them from the sister guild. So if you ever have interest in joining the guild, that's the best way to kind of show me that you really want to be in it. 9 spots in the sister guild. Nice. Yeah, definitely get in the sister guild if you can. What am I, oh, I'm doing the electric one, so I need to come down here. I forgot what team I was playing. Dude, Final Fantasy 16 is so good. I love that game. It's one of the only games that I did every bit of side content for. I did every hunt. I did every mission. Now, I've not gotten any DLC, which is pretty common for me. I don't actually buy a lot of DLC. But man, that story, and again, I won't give any story spoilers, but like that hit an emotional note for me. Honestly, like that one got me a bit. How is the stream going so far? Trip, it's going great. I'm not sure when you joined, but we were getting into some very old school personal stories of mine. Chad has learned a lot about me today. Can confirm earphone is... Sorry, let me catch up with chat for a second. I'm like way behind here. Last time, anniversary could be wrong. Melissa, still get mail giving me guild rewards. Okay. I'm with you on a recent 14 expansion. Okay. See, so Winter, what class do you play? My favorite class in that game is actually Red Mage, of all things. Speedo? I don't think I've ever been in a Speedo Showtime. At least not in a catalog that you can go and find. Short shorts, yes. You know what, Alex? I actually still have Hoochie Daddy shorts upstairs. So, like, I'll rock those. I got no problem with that. Trying to kill you. I'm supposed to keep this PG. My kids watch. They know what I did. They know all about it. I've had some really interesting jobs. Like, I came into the boring corporate life. I had a life before that. Hellbiker cosplay. That'd be fun. I actually could do it. I have the motorcycle. I've got the jacket. I'm already bald. Oh, welcome to the Bear Pack, War Crow. I'm catching up here. Let's, you get one of these bad boys. Get the all-out attack, friend. Has a nice payoff for all side quests. Did they have anything story-wise for it? I don't remember. If anything, I remember there's weapons and stuff tied to it, but I can't remember offhand if they had stories tied to side quests. Halfway through 16, trying to 100% Borderlands. Man, Borderlands 4 is coming out. That one looks fun. Trip, first thing you came was talks of a calendar shoot. You're like, I thought I was coming for Persona, but apparently we've got something else going on here. Maintenance at 10 today. For this game? What do you mean for one of the other servers? Well, no, because the maintenance already happened in KR and TW. Oh, is it for SEA? There's too many versions of this game. Sage. Oh, Sage is so cool. They did a really good job in FF14 for the different classes. You know what other MMO I love that I haven't played in like absolutely ages is Star Wars: The Old Republic. Alex, my friend. There you go. Welcome. I thought you were already in the membership, to be honest. But either way... Oh, you just said you forgot to renew. Well, there you go. You get it either way, because we love you here. Alex has been rocking with me for a long time now. I have no idea what sets I'm even pulling right now. I am like so not paying attention to the game. I don't have any of the set I actually need. Skibbity Toilet. I don't know where we came off of Skibbity Toilet, but if they ever put him in this game, that is what will get me to quit. Like, that's the collaboration I never knew I never wanted until just now. Oh yeah, Bard's a pretty fun class. I love that you can like level everything too. And see, I'm a big... Oh, this stupid thing. I'm a big crafting, gathering type person, hence why I like Fantasy Life. But I love like the crafting, gathering, how they did it in that game. Okay, what do we need to do here? We need to somehow focus both these guys down because I don't have Minami's thing. This is not going to be a fun fight. Used to play SOTOR? Yeah, it's so fun. It's still going. I just haven't looked at it in like literal years at this point. You have shock on you. Yeah, the writing was fantastic in that game. There's some games I absolutely should not go back and see how much I've spent on, because I know me. Did you know that one time TW gave out a free t-shirt so whales and other whales didn't want it, and now you have it? That's crazy. The whale's like, no, I want pulls. I don't want a shirt. Yes, I do want to see it. Shoot me that in Discord. You had every rank from out. Those are so cool. Belphegor cosplay. I'm pretty sure I'd go to jail for that one, Fulu. Something about like being appropriate around children or something. I don't know. I feel like they might have a thing to say about that. Knights of the Fallen Empire Storm, like that cutscene, that one in the original cutscene that started the whole game, like those were fantastic. Like the quality of those, just make those a freaking movie at this point. Yeah, it went free to play a while ago. You guys have no idea like how cool my apartment in Coruscant is in that game. What do I need? I need to switch personas on him. You have forget. Oh God, you're useless. Useless. God, I hate to have to run her in this team. Yeah, I had two classes I made in that game. So one was a Sith. Oh, what the heck was the name of the class? Not the spellcasting one, the tank. Sith Warrior. And the other one was a Republic Trooper. I love those two classes. Do, 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 do. Get the forget off of your face. Oh, God, yeah. Droman costed... It's not quite as bad as World of Warcraft in... God, what is the starting area for the Horde? I can't remember anymore. But yeah, that could be bad sometimes. Who would be... Let's go with you and do this. Yeah, if Star Wars is still going, this game has nothing to worry about. I'm fairly certain Sega will not let this game die. Yeah, KOTOR 3 would be nice winter. The other thing that would be nice too is I keep hearing they're doing a remake of the original too. I don't know if that's still happening, but that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, cinematics are spot on. Absolutely spot on. Juggernaut, thank you. Yes, I love that. And we used to play so much Hut Ball in that game. Because we'd always go in, like, I was in a big PvP guild. And we, for some reason, like, that was always cycled in. Barons, yes, thank you, thank you. Metro's permanent, yeah. Oh, the remake was shelved. That's a bummer. This is not a good fight for Yui. DX2 is on like year 7. I mean, if as long as they're pulling... Okay, you're fine. I don't care if you don't have anything right now. If they're... As long as they're pulling revenue and it's outpacing the cost to localize, I don't think we have much to worry about. Yeah, I haven't jumped on Discord. Hold on just a second. Jeff, thank you. Extra funds towards Queen. They are going to go to Queen. You, friend, get the Persona 6 exclusive cut-in that no one knows about. What would you guys do if I was literally in Persona 6 and I wasn't joking? I am joking, but like, what would that be? Like, if all of a sudden, like, the first trailer, like, there's like some cool music, Lynn is singing something in like a low voice, it's a little bit of a ramp up, there's a view of a corporate office, it pans up into a window, goes into a cubicle, bam, cut in of my face. Persona 6, 2027. I just leaked the teaser trailer. Oh, this is not good. Do I need to hold off for the next round before she does something stupid? Oh, you need to guard. No. I can get this because I can do it this way. You get that game in a heartbeat. Like, people would be pre-ordering like nothing. Like, nobody would expect it. They'd be like, now we got to get it. We don't know what this is, but we've got to get it. Bald-headed representation in a Persona? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And now you need to do this. We get the follow-up, and we're out of this stupid fight. Apex CEO Bear. Yeah, they'd have to make it like egregiously like gigantic, like stream flashpoints with chat members. That'd be fun. Have you as one of the palace rulers? No, I want to be a good guy. I don't feel like I don't want to be a bad guy. Let's see. All right, let me go check this Discord. Hold on. Oh, those are sweet. Oh, I'd rock a soy one. Let's see if I can share this. Hold on. Where is my... I need to switch screens. Hold on. Do I have Discord on this one? Is it going to let me do this? Why is it not letting that go? I'm trying to show you guys this picture because this is cool. That says it's Discord. Go to Discord. There we go. Okay. I'm going to have to move this around a little bit. Yeah, check these out. These shirts. Those are sick. I like this. All right, let's switch this off. We'll go back to the game. Did I mess up where the game's at? No. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. I like they haven't opened them, though. Like, you should be rocking those. I'd be a teacher. I could be a teacher. I wouldn't mind that. I need to go to this guy. Zooms in on my spreadsheets. Yeah, that would be my power. Like, my persona would be somehow related to Microsoft Excel. Like, skill 1 would be VLOOKUP. Skill 2 would be SUMIF. And, like, my highlight, what would my highlight be? My highlight would be like writing a Python script. We'll have to talk about it in our podcast this week, but I literally, and I'm not going to tell you guys this, I'm going to tease you. Daddy Bear is going to tease. So I spent a couple hours the other day. I wrote a Python script and I shared it with Code Noir and he helped me test it. And I think when it's all said and done, I kid you not, it's probably in the neighborhood of 70 to 100 million test cases because we ran a Monte Carlo simulation on the two different types of banners, the 50/50 and the 110 banner, so that mathematically we could prove which is the better banner for your pulls. So your boy did the math. But yeah, I legitimately wrote a Python script to like run a Monte Carlo on this thing. Muscles are more important than meetings. I need to work out again. Like I've been slacking for a few months. I'm not proud of that. I can't believe you got this fight again. This is the only fight I've gotten all day, Grimria. Like that's like, I don't know what this game has against me right now, but it's like, you are going to do this fight and you're going to enjoy it. Melissa, Showtime Doctor is fantastic. We've been rocking since SOC days. Would you be interested in doing a video talking about the competitive side of guilds? It's not that I wouldn't be interested in that. I'm just probably not the best person to. Because I'm not ultra competitive. Like we do really well in our guild, but we're not like, I don't even have like a requirement on how much you participate. As long as you're participating and you don't just try to mooch off the guild, I could care less what your score is. So I don't know enough people. I think if anything, like Earphone probably would know more about that than I do. And there's some other people in the other community, like Bladesifer knows a lot of the competitive people, like Massidian, who I don't think Massidian probably doesn't know who I am. But like, I want to say Massidian's usually like one of the top 2 people in the game, period. Earphone, correct me if I'm wrong. But like, those are the people that could probably speak with authority on that topic. Whereas I wouldn't want to be talking out of my ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would want to give you guys true content, not trying to do it just so I can get like someone to click on my video. It is a good topic though. I think that is a fair, oh thank God I finally got the 4-piece. And again, I don't even care about maximizing this run. So Anderson's just a prototype for that bear character. Oh, I missed something there. I wonder if I have an accuracy debuff on my head. I do. 100%. This is how I distract the enemy. It looks like I have good dodging, but they really just get blinded. It's like, do you guys know Dragon Ball? The blinding move that Krillin does? Like, he's really just reflecting his head. That's what I do. X lookup. Yeah, Archie, exactly. Code Nora mentioned, fellow Harwinger. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he took my code and he ran home, and then I think the first test case he ran was like 15 million test cases, and then he did it like, we tested everything from a A0 pull all the way through pulling an A7, and we legit have the numbers. It's insane. It's actually, I think people are going to be surprised by the results though. They gave those out. Oh, the shirts when the 2.0 update hit. Somebody call Sega and tell them to send me that soy one. That's what we were talking about in Discord, Moth. If you're talking about like 2 days ago, yeah. Yeah, we were talking about all the math. That's what Code Nor and I were testing. And then like him and I have a separate chat. We're just like talking on the side. But we, even after that chat, we probably still talked off and on for a couple hours. And like, I couldn't even like play the game for a couple hours because I was tying up my entire computer resources on running code. I'm all over the place. Like we talked about modeling today. We talked about my motorcycle. We talked about me coding and being a dork. We talked about Star Wars. Like we are just everywhere. Baldo Flare. Yeah, that's my signature move. You compete by swiping your card. I mean, it's not wrong. He's top 5 at 8th star every time. Yeah, Mysidian is legit. Like, obviously a spender. But again, I have no issue with whales. I think they're the best thing that happens to gacha games. Yeah, Fulu, whales are going to be on the top. I don't know any whales that are power bottoms. So it's technically Tien. Oh, it's technically Tien's move, not Kun's. Okay, that's fair. You got me on the lore there, Storm. Yeah, Shadow, don't farm those cards until level 80. Like, what I did with my An is I just went and got the 4-piece, and I said, I'm going to live with whatever stats. I literally had no cards on her until, like, yesterday or the day before. I forget which day I actually farmed them. Guilds work a bit different because not everyone is needed to be a whale. I'm not even in dolphin status. 92. I'm getting there. I probably have time for one more run. At 6:30, it's dinner time with the kiddos and the fam, so I've got one more in here. I'm getting close to 100. I might do this off stream too and just finish this up like in bed tonight. What team next? Ryuji would not be good here. There's not really a firefight. We're gonna do the on team, but as always, I'm bringing Minami for the nuke bomb. Do I even have good I don't even switch the personas on here. Let's do Cert and Norn. I will find you, Reggie. You shouldn't be putting that out there, Storm. Like, people are gonna hunt you down for sure. I don't even play Dokkan, but I know enough about it, and I know people are wanting that. I see the chatter everywhere. Make a video of you barring A6 Barry and doing Guild Boss with S Marion. That would be. I will watch that video. Ping me when you make that. That's just a fun team. A couple hundred per month for Dolphin. It's debatable. I think you're definitely encroaching on the territory at a couple hundred per month for sure. Earfun, I'm curious on your take. What would you say is the end of a light to medium spender and the start of Dolphin? Whale is whatever it takes to get what you want. Like, whale is a whole different level. I know whales that spend literally a couple thousand, like, not discount, like a couple thousand a month in the game. So I am not close to that. Earphone doesn't sleep, Melissa. I'm fairly confident that Earphone's actually like a vampire or something. 1 a.m. It is, yeah, it's 6 o'clock over here. I'm in the mountain time zone. You'll go to bed soon? Fair, fair. The ball guy lamp thing. This? That's a ball guy lamp right there. This is even with adjusting like the camera stuff so that it's not as like reflective, believe it or not, and like angling the light so it's not like directly on the dome. Things happen. Just hit level 60, so some semblance of gear. Yeah, just get her started, but don't worry about getting her perfect until you're level 80. Start buying packs weekly in the shop. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be buying weekly packs. That might be pushing it too far for me. A minnow, you spend 15 a month. I mean, I spend more than 15 a month, but I'm definitely not in the couple hundred of my own cash. Like I said, and I have to separate a bit because super chats do go into the game, but I do separate what I spend versus what comes from a super chat or whatever. And so, I mean, with super chats, maybe I'm getting close to the, dolphin level, a couple hundred. I don't know that's quite hit that level. Oh, it's definitely not been a couple hundred. Maybe if you add what I've spent personally. So I don't know, maybe I'm in that like realm. I don't really know. Incidentally, it was Bear who convinced you to do that. What did I convince you to do, Fu? Besides be awesome. You're well when you're mad about reaching limits for purchasing the same packs. That's fair, Showtime. Spent about $50 on this game. Yeah, I don't think $50 is a dolphin. I don't think you could be a dolphin and not have every character in this game. And I think a lot of us are still riding the initial kind of like pulls, or not pulls, but like gem economy that comes from like palaces and whatnot. I don't think a lot of people have quite fully depleted that. Like I know some of you in chat have, like I get that some people have, but I don't think it's quite gotten as bad yet. But by the time Cord gets here, I think everyone will be there. If you're not actually spending. If you're buying packs weekly in the shop, yeah, I haven't hit that. $5 a month is definitely a light spender. I think, like, I would say light spender for a gacha game. Now, this is not, take this away from other types of games. Probably around that $50 a month mark would be light in a gacha game. I'd really want to sit down and think about that. I think it's an interesting topic. Let's put them up. God, I really hope we don't get the stupid double death boss again. Give me, what's his face? King Frost instead. You tagged me. All right, let me go check. Hold on. I missed your chat about what the GIF was, but let me go see what you just tagged me in. Nice. That's fantastic. You guys, it's in our guild. It's in Blades for his Discord if you want to see what he means. What to spend on? I can show you after this run. You still don't have little? Count yourself lucky, Alex. Count yourself lucky. Excellent video. When are you a dolphin? I see, but yes and no. I mean, it's an interesting conversation piece. I think it lends itself well to a stream because you can have an open dialogue. But if I were to make that film, I guarantee it's going to be 90% people flaming me. Because the thing is, like, income is so subjective. And I can say this like with authority because I literally studied this as part of my career. But it has a lot to do with what region you're in, what city you're in, even within a city, what part of the city are you in? You know, what is your relative income level to expenses in a given location? Like, there's so many things that go into what understands somebody's economic situations. Or like, I have kids. So for me, like what I consider in spending has to also consider 3 of my own kids. And my exchange student is coming back in a couple weeks, by the way. And so I'm quite excited about that, but that's another kid, right? And so there's all these things. Is that not letting me buy it? Oh, I've reached max. And so it's hard to just be like $75 dolphin. Like the reason you can't do that is because it's not being sensitive to what another person's situation could be. So I do think it's an interesting conversation piece. I just don't think it is, I can solve that in a single YouTube video. Riddle's not that bad. You can use her. I like to give her a lot of fluff because she's probably at the bottom of the barrel for support in my opinion. But, let's try that one. You're going to get Rin next pull. Absolutely. She's going to get Rin. Yeah. Next pull, 1 ticket. She's got her. There we go. 4-piece. Done. Now I don't care what I get. That's fine. That did not just trade out one of my other ones, did it? Okay. Sometimes it trades one of them. Like, that's actually a really dangerous one to pull. Prioritize feeding your kids. Yeah, sorry, kids. Today it is ramen noodles. They'd probably love it if I told them it was ramen noodles for dinner, to be honest. But, yeah, today you guys get ramen. This month you get ramen because I have Queen and Cord coming out and I've just got to prioritize content. And, you know, I don't want to skip Phoebe. So I need you guys to only eat at school this month. I feel like that's like Dad of the Year status right there. I don't mind spending some. Like, and keep in mind, like, if I was super heavy into console games right now, I would spend less on this game because it's ultimately a finite budget. And you know, if I bought 2 console games this month, that's not money I get in addition to doing this. So for me, in the back of my mind, I still have what I'm comfortable with, but my economic situation is different than the person next to me or down the street from me or across the country from me. So yeah, I try to be sensitive to the fact that I'm speaking from a place that I'm at as someone in their mid 40s who's been building a career for 20 years. Someone who's just coming out of college is in a whole different spot than I am. Or I know people that have retired in their 30s because they got a windfall on stocks on a company that sold, and they're like, I'm now a multimillionaire. I don't have to work. Like their situation, they could be a whale, right? But it's just there's so many different components to that. Yeah, why you're not a dolphin and why I'm right. That's how I should just do it. I'd be like, my title should be whaling costs $1.05. Boom. And that's how I'm going to get people to click on the video. Let me clarify. It's a personal philosophy. People can do what they want, but as someone who's living on people buying my product, I cannot justify paying anything on a game I enjoy. Interesting. What product are you selling, Fulu? $20 ramen from a restaurant better be good. Yeah, the instant stuff. My kids love cup of noodles. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I do know why, because it's full of sodium and kids like sodium, and I get that. But will they do a live stream for 1.3? Rumor has it it's on Sunday, Shadow, but it's not been confirmed. I love ramen. Y'all should know this by now. Time to get a job. Cord is out next week. Yeah. Why should we hire you, sir? Because I need Cord A6. And I am willing to do whatever it takes to get Cord A6. Like, could you imagine if someone said that in an interview? I'd be like, well, they're motivated. Like, they know what they want. Yeah, Storm, there's a ramen shop that's almost walking distance from my house. And worse than that, next to it is a pinball place. It's the same place I go. They have like a pinball place, and then they do tattoos and piercings right next to it. So it's where I also go to get piercings. But, so it's like ramen, pinball, piercings and tattoos. Like, that's love to me. Like, that's like, give me that whole setup. My ramen basically cost me $50. I go and like then spend money on pinball like right after I leave the ramen shop. We'll do that one. I'd piss off everyone with that one, with that video. Well, for sure, for sure. I'm the reason you don't have an A6 Joker. I hope that's for a good reason, Mel. Sorry, I keep calling you Mel because someone I went to high school with was Melissa, and she loved the name Mel, so that just comes to mind. But I'll try to be better and say Melissa. Youth. Youth. Probably versing that, I guess. Surprised if they didn't. Yeah, we were kind of talking about this a little bit earlier. I think, Ren, that oops, what happened to my YouTube? Hopefully I'm still on stream. My YouTube just crashed. Hold on, can you guys still hear me? All right, guys, confirm if you can still hear me, because my YouTube just reset itself. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, my whole, like, website page, whatever you want to call it. God, that sounds old. My YouTube behind me just completely crashed. And I'm like, crap, does that mean the stream crashed? So sorry if I missed things in chat, like the whole thing crashed out. So like I can assume that you guys probably said stuff. I'm sure it was all perfectly appropriate. And I have no idea what it was. So you're safe no matter what. You're confused why so many people why the updates arrive Monday? I'm not confused. It's because our education system is lacking in so many regards. It's what happens when you underfund education and Never mind. I'm going to stay off this topic because I can get very political about education. You're good. Okay, good. All right. I think I'm coming up on the end. Super important stuff and I missed it all. That's how life goes, man. Oops, actually I can up that one. Somebody gave me like the next, pin or lottery numbers and I missed out on it. That's life, man. You get the goods, you get the bads. Dominion's on TW Goss. I keep joking with them. Like, everyone's like, Joker falls off. I'm like, Dominion never goes away. Like, that dude comes up so often on Guild Bosses. Like, he's in there right now. Like, that's a good idea. Earphone. Yeah, dude, honestly, here's what I want you to show, Earphone. Like, not to give you videos. Like, do what you want to do. But, like, showing Joker being used in content today because they keep bringing freaking Dominion back. And be like, look, you can still use him. He didn't fall off. Like, yeah, he's not as good, like, in comparison because the game is Gacha and they always want you pulling more people. But I think that'd be cool to see. Someone asked a question that would have gotten you a billion subs. Man, I'm going to have to go disappoint my child. I'm going to be like, look, I was going to get a billion subs today. Forget the million. I was going to get a billion. First one ever is going to beat out Mr. Beast. Sponsorships. I could do this full time. And my stream crashed. Sorry, kiddo. More about the stocks. Well, so what it was, Showtime, is so they were high enough level in the company they were in that they were getting frequent equity. So a lot of public companies will give people at director and up levels equity on an annual basis that vests over so many years. And so they had been with a company that did that, and they were there for a long time. They left the company. They came to work for a company I was working for at the time. And they just came in one day and they're like, so the company I'd worked for sold. They had a crazy stock buyout. So when you buy a public company, you buy out their stocks or their shares. And it was enough to make him a multimillionaire. Like, and he's like, I don't have to work anymore. He's like, I'm done. And we're like, can't hate you for that, man. Like, good for you. Like, you lucked out. That's what we would call winning the corporate lottery, is when you have like a tail of equity that just gets paid out because of an acquisition. Like, you never can plan for it, but if it happens, like, you are just in the win. Politics is the reason I can't just be me on the internet. Yeah, I have reasons I'm not always upfront. Upfront makes me sound like a liar. It's too many people go too hard into one side or the other. And I'm not going to tell anyone what side is the side they should or shouldn't be on. I think that's opinion. But, man, some people will just attack people because of who they are, who they love, a personal belief, and it just gets tiresome. And I'm trying to teach my kids, like, a world of acceptance and, like, be who you are and don't be afraid of that. Don't hide like I did for so many years of my life. And, like, that's a tough thing when the rest of the world is coming back and be like, no, you should be, this, that, or the other thing. Joker will never not be relevant. Exactly, yeah. He's too much the poster boy. 94, I'm getting there. Oh. It's not even because I necessarily care or want this just as the reward. It's a good reward, but, like, I just want to be done with the train. I was going to show someone Fulu. I think you asked me about the shop. So what would you buy? Okay. So I do have a video on this. I'm not telling you to go watch it. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. But as far as what's in the shop right now, this will always be your best value. So the reward card, my priority is that. And then I go for the upgraded track on the pass. You don't have to go to, like, the super funded one, like the double upgrade. Just do the one upgrade. From there, I've already bought them, so I can't show them to you, but there's a one-time platinum pack and a one-time Millicoin set. Those are good value. Let's see. So when a new character comes out, the 7-day spoil pass is good. I like getting the Coffee Aid pass so I can, like, add stamina for, like, streams and stuff. So I get that. I don't know that you would necessarily need to get that. What else? The platinum sets are good. They're slightly more expensive than getting the one-time pack, so just keep that in mind. But, you know, if you have a little bit of money to spend, the rank 1 is really good for both of these. As you can see, I've bought them. And if you are more than just a slight mid spender, like if you're going more kind of past the $50 range, then it's not harmful to get into the second version of this. I debate if I'm going to buy this one or not because I know how many characters are coming up that I want. And then these platinum sets are a good value, so I bought in the first and second one. But this isn't going anywhere. This is something you can get over time. Like if you get a gift card for Christmas and you're like, oh, you know, I got a Google Store gift card or an Apple gift card, like that's like not a bad value. So it's stuff like that that's really good. And then the other thing to look at is if you're getting these gems by doing purchases, these sets here, like the 65 set, the 45 set, are always a good value because you're getting these other materials and you're getting more tickets than what it would cost you to convert your gems to tickets. So you're always trading up. And so don't spend these on anything but these. So just let them sit in your account until you have enough to buy a pack. And you can see like I've bought most of them so far just because I've, you know, gotten enough things or had super chats that got me the things. So those are the things that I think are good. What I would avoid is these. This is tricky. If you're a whale, you would be buying these for sure, because they are actually good. But the problem is this is 2 pulls. So that's what, 6, 12, 18 pulls right here if you were to get all these, which is kind of expensive. All right, I've missed a lot, I'm sure. You work in animation, lots of eggshells to walk on. I bet, yeah. It feels like people don't realize you'd be either side and can be rational. Yeah, I have a few good friends that, like, I would say we're at least 60% on the same side, but we can sit in a room and have a conversation about things that we disagree on. We can appreciate that we have different perspectives, and then we will leave it in research, which sounds dorky, but it's very mature. It's to say, you know what? You brought up a point that I'm not educated in. I'm going to admit at this point I'm ignorant on your point. I'm going to go formulate my own opinion, and the next time we meet each other, we'll have a conversation about this. And it creates a very good debate. And me and my friends are not trying to be right or wrong. We're just trying to share perspectives. And I think that's the biggest difference is, are you trying to be right or are you trying to become educated? Not everything needs a right or wrong. But who you are for your pride. Oh, I've got my pride now, honey. I wish people would just be nice to each other. Honestly, Mark, it really isn't that hard. It's just, don't be a douche. It's like, it should be like the saying, like when you are born, it's like, welcome to the world, don't be a douche. 80 million on Dominion. Oh my God, you're fun. I'm not anywhere near that. Renz, I saw your post about, I missed your post about piercings, Ren. I love tattoos and piercings, like for sure. If it didn't cost so much, I already have like a few other like tattoo ideas I would love to get, but like my next one, I'm pretty sure would be like $1,000. It would go like on my arm and into my hand, but I'm not sure I want to drop that kind of cash on a tattoo instead of putting that towards like a vacation for my family. You've lost out all our friends. You know what surprised me, Storm, is in my journey in recent years is how much of my family was not okay. Like, that's what shocked me. Let's see. Actually, and I'm going to tie this up. We got about 2 minutes. And I'm going to tie this up and go have dinner with the family. Coffees are your favorite packs. I love the coffee packs, Melissa. I do. Because there's nights when I just have like 20 minutes before I go to bed and I'm like, I just want to grind out another character to 70. And so like if I have, where's it at? Like I haven't bought this Coffee 8 set, but like the Yusuke one, like I got this one and I got it for Yui as well. Just having that extra little bit of stamina to just not be gated by something is nice. So it's not the best value to trade for gems to get pulls, but it has its own kind of value in my opinion to do content. So hopefully that makes sense. Debating the 20 ticket, well, it's a good value, Fulu. It really is. If you don't mind spending the money. And again, it's all down to what you're comfortable spending. I don't want to influence you to spend money that you could be putting towards something else that you think is valuable. They add good packs later on. Yeah, and I never really paid attention to the packs in KR Ren just because I wasn't spending, but that's good to hear. You going to bed? Oh, it's in France. Sebastian, my boss is in France. It's crazy because I have staff in the Philippines. My boss is in France. I have people in the U.S. Like, it's wild. So good night and enjoy that France summer weather. It's a rare but healthy attitude for disagreements. You know what, Falcon? It took me years of maturing myself to get to that point. I did not start that way. Maybe in a slight way. Yes, I've always been intrigued by learning, but I definitely had my moments growing up through life where I was far more stubborn. I'm a Taurus. And so if you believe in that sort of a thing, I'm a stubborn kind of person by default. And I had to work myself into that realm. And a lot of that I've done for my kids. Like, I want to be a better partner. I want to be a better father. And so I've tried to change my stance for them specifically. I only like talking about stuff I know inside and out. So I like to have conversations of things I know, of course, but I also like to know that it's like a Buddhist philosophy that you're always ignorant. And so you're trying to close that gap of ignorance. So I don't mind being in a conversation where I know less or little. But I don't like to fake that I know something. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I can't speak on the whales who are like super competitive guilds because I'm not that person. I don't know that life. And so I'm intrigued by it. I could study it, but I don't know it personally to speak on authority. And so I like when I have situations like that where I can say, you know what? I've not been put in a perspective that I need to understand that yet. So let me step away from that and learn. Yeah, Showtime, the best thing you can do is realize that it's not your job to make other people happy. Like, you have to figure out how to be comfortable with yourself first. And unfortunately, that took me 40 years and I'm still working through some of that. But yeah. My friend and I constantly debate about religion. So I have a good friend that I debate religion with, and he grew up in a Catholic school system because my life has been crazy. In high school, I actually studied to be a youth minister for a while. And so I got like really into like the Catholic ministry, and I ultimately left the church. So I'm no longer part of the church, but that means I have a lot of like historical knowledge and context of Christianity and Catholicism specifically. And he does too. And so we'll actually debate things, and it's super interesting conversations to have because like there's the philosophical, the theological, there's the historical, there's the scientific, they're all parts of that. And it's like some of the most fun conversations when you have somebody that understands that in like more than just the I went to church realm. If I put a magnet to your head, you start flying towards it. What if Super Chat paid for the tattoos? If I don't think I could feel good about asking Super Chat to pay for tattoos. I will probably get it eventually because I've thought about this tattoo design for a couple of years. Melissa's talking about the coffee packs in IRL. Dude, I love coffee. Coffee is my jam. It does make sense for some content creators. Yeah. Frappuccinos. Okay. See, I can just take a good old espresso, and I've got an espresso machine that I will bust out every once in a while. Like, I'll do the tamping and everything. Definitely cases where I'll still get heated in debate. There are some things that I will still be stubborn on Stormtrooper. Like, I'm not going to get him to on this stream, but there are certain things that will work me the wrong way. You love my perspective on things? Thank you. 25k meta juice from Mako. I think I finally have reached a point that I can guarantee getting her. Yeah. But again, like, full transparency, I spent some money. This did not come from farming the game. And I bought like the weapon pack. So I wanted to set myself up. Hopefully I don't need to use that all because I do have other characters I want to pull, but life is life. Gacha's gacha. The gods do what they want to do. I was raised Catholic and instilled a huge interest in history. That's why you got into Alice. That's an interesting reason to get into Alice games, but I can see why, especially like the SMT versions. Someone non-religious covered in tattoos and piercings from a Christian family. So guys, you get one more life story from me today. One more. And then I have to go. I'll make this one quick. 18th birthday. I skipped school with my girlfriend at the time and drove down to Connecticut because at the time it was illegal to get tattoos in Massachusetts because I'm that old. And Connecticut is only like a 40 minute drive. So we went down to Connecticut, got my first tattoo. It's on This one is on the upper part of my back. I get home. My dad thankfully wasn't too mad at me because I am like huge. Like I was a really big scholar. And so like my grades were never a problem. I played soccer. I worked. So like I was checking all the boxes that he needed me to check to be legit. And so he's like, what did you do? And I just turned around. I took my shirt off and I showed him the tattoo. And he's just like, oh. And because his perspective on tattoos, so he's military. He got a tattoo in some other country. He was Coast Guard. So he was like, the typical sailing the world, getting a tattoo at some shady place while he's drunk, on shore leave. And his tattoo is clouds with a heart with the arrow going through it. And it's got my mom's name on it. He's divorced, remarried. My stepmom and my mom don't have the same name, y'all. And so my stepmom has wanted him to get a tattoo removed since she met him. Because again, like anytime she sees his arm, it's my mom's name. And he's never gotten this thing removed. And so his perspective on tattoos is every tattoo is a mistake. Well, now you fast forward, both sides of my chest are tattooed. So I've got a Taurus and I've got a tiger. And then I have a cross. When I got this design, this was before I left the church, obviously. It's a cross with like the Holy Spirit kind of coming up. I've got another tattoo on this arm for like me and my best friend. And now my entire spine is tattooed, like top to bottom is a tattoo. And it's got like my firstborn's name going down the middle of it. And so every time I get to my dad and I've had a new tattoo, he's just like, and I'm like, dude, let it go. I'm in my 40s. So yeah, that was my 18th birthday. I literally skipped school with my girlfriend at the time, went to another state to get a tattoo because the state I'm in, it's illegal. I came home and showed my dad and he's just like, you're a dumbass. Like, yeah, names and tattoos are no, unless they're your children. I can vouch. Children and your kids are fine. Your kids are fine. But yes, I don't think lovers, partners is a smart idea. Okay, I've got to go. I'm late to dinner. Everybody, thank you very much. New members, I'm going to give you one of these on the way out. Thank you to the new members that joined. I know I had a super chat in there earlier, so I'm going to give you the cut in as a thank you on the way out. I will be back streaming Saturday night. I have a video coming out tomorrow morning. If you're a member, it's already up on the channel, so go check it out. I don't have any other videos planned for this weekend, so it's just streaming this weekend. And then regular content cycles next week. So I'll see you soon. And whenever we find out Makoto's actual pull date, yes, a name of a friend who died is also valid. Jeff, I give you that one. Whenever I find out Makoto's pull date, I'm going to schedule the stream. I just don't know when it is exactly. So, but the second it does, I will set something up. So good night all. Thank you. Take care. Love you all. Take care of yourselves.